All right, traders, George here. Time for a look at some things I'm looking at in the market this week. For starters, the Nasdaq futures. We talked about this last week with weakness coming into the futures here below 40.60. Really opens up price to move down at least 20 points or so for the first target zone, and below that there's not as much trading commitment. And you can see we had a good acceleration below that 40 zone here today, got down about another 30 points. So what I'm watching for now is an acceleration to the downside to arrive to this target 2 zone here at about 39.80s. And if we break below that, watching for where price is going to stall out. As we approach the 39.20s to 39.10s here, that's an area to watch for it to slow down, and certainly by 38.80s here at the dominant spike. So this breakdown showing a good short entry here, moving in favor pretty well, a good acceleration towards the second target. We haven't hit that yet. To the bull side, if the bulls can get back over 40.40 here, then watch for 40.60 to act as resistance. If the bulls start trading it over this spike here, well, that would be an entirely different scenario, and we'd cover that in the live room. But for right now, this breakdown is what we were looking at. It moved in favor pretty well, and still TBD if we're going to go down and hit the rest of these targets here. For Facebook, this price point here just below 77 at about 76.75s, this was a trigger to take profits on the long that we talked about. And as we move up to this zone here, one to watch for a breakdown. And you can see they tested it as support here, but then they broke through it easily on this candle, and boy, did they accelerate down pretty hard there from about $2 down to this spike here. They stalled out, and then they had a continuation. And you can see these white lines from the room, they're essentially from the last analysis we ran, price literally bounced right off of that horizontal line right there, and then not able to break over the top there. So the price resonating pretty well at those price points. This is a key price point here, 70.56, right in the middle of this air pocket. If we see a new low versus this low here come in, that's going to come in at 74.54. So we go 74.49s there. A little bit further to go to the edge of this balance beam here. Price point comes at 72.73s there. Consider that a scalper, but then it opens up into this price point here, and below that, watching for this bullish impulse to remain bullish. So I'm looking at either one of these green rectangles to hold as a key support swing and resume the bull trend. If we start trading below this $63 to $62 area, that would be a major shift in the trend of Facebook trading below. A lot of heavy commitment made just recently. So right now I'm looking for this to continue lower, but it's got to break lower for that to happen. And then this $68 range and this upper $65 range, two key price points to watch below. We're at 74.60s right now. There's a fair commitment here at about 75s. If the bulls trade it north of 75.50 and then again over about 76, 74s, that's going to be extremely bullish. It would be amazing to see that happen this quickly on this sell impulse here, but something to watch, and that could catch a lot of shorts off guard having to cover in a hurry. So looking for more downside here, a continuation through this air pocket, and then a key support swing coming in here, and then seeing if the bulls can keep this bullish impulse going. So I'm looking for a strong pullback, and this would be a great spot to be covering shorts and look to get long if that sets up. We'll be on top of that in the live room. Last thing, silver. Let's check that out. Haven't looked at silver for a little bit. This could be a canary in a coal mine here to the bull side, as it's made a new structure low here. If you look to the left, two key balance beams as well as a key structure support swing put in here. So in the mid-18s, mid-upper 18s here, it's trying to find a little bit of support here. With this area here holding as a low, essentially 19 and 1940, two key heavy commitment spikes here, balance beams that would be considered targets on the way up. A big nod to the round number of 20 as overhead resistance, but you can see there's a pretty big air pocket that opens up. If we can get over 20, the chance to get up to about 21 or so, definitely in the cards. So I'm looking to see if silver is going to put in a bounce here. If it doesn't, if it breaks to new lows altogether here, starts trading below 1840s here, 1754s is the next key target below where we're trading right now. Gold obviously taking some hits lately and also trying to do somewhat the same thing, but silver's a little bit more pressed to some key lows here, And this is something that I'm going to watch this week as well. So we'll take a closer look at this in the live room. Silver, Facebook, the Nasdaq futures, plus all the other good things we look at. We'll keep tabs on this in the live room, and we'll see you there.